What up, everybody? You guys are tuned into the Madden Underground Podcast. It's your boy, Brian James. And I'm back with my guy, Snipes, B-Guard, Philly Guy. What's good, fellas?
What's good, fam?
How you doing?
Excellent.
Excellent,
Excellent.
excellent, excellent. Yeah, man, another week, another day. A couple weeks away from the Madden 23 release. I know you guys are excited. You guys look excited. Not really, but, you know, let's just pretend you guys do look excited. I'm looking forward to it. We got some great NFL news. We've been wondering what's going to happen with Baker Mayfield, and finally, it's happened. How you guys feel about that?
Time.
How do you guys feel about that trade?
Who want to go first on this one?
Not me, because I called it.
I guess I'll go.
Talk much.
It's very low risk, high reward for the Panthers. Like, they only got him for a year for under his current rookie deal. They gave up a conditional 5th round pick, which is like the equivalent of giving somebody an IOU. So it's very low risk, high reward for Carolina, and Cleveland moves on from a quarterback that people see as problematic, despite having another problematic quarterback on their roster currently, who we have no idea if he's going to be playing this year. So, I mean, it was an end to a pretty nasty divorce. But Carolina, like, why not kick the tires on Baker Mayfield? Because you don't have a quarterback right now, and if worse comes to where, you cut him next year.
Okay.
I like that. I like that take on it. I think, you know what I mean? It works out for Carolina. I'll say this. If you talk about, Madden-wise, that makes them a great team. That makes them an even better team in Madden. But, as far as real life, I think that's a great, it's great for Carolina. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give up much, just like B-Gar said. They didn't give up much at all. And they're going to get somebody. I personally feel that they're going to get a Baker Mayfield that's actually hungry now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's away from the situation of the Browns now. And, he doesn't have to, deal or worry about anything going on out there in Cleveland. And, the fans out there for him was definitely love-hate, probably more so hate than love. But I feel like, now he's in a situation where he has a fresh start. He's got an opportunity to, show everybody that he's hungry, and you know what I mean. And then actually, play for some type of contract, whether it be a backup contract or not. I don't know. You know what I mean? But, for Carolina, obviously, he has an opportunity to play for, a full-time starting position. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to take advantage of it. It's all on Baker Mayfield now. There's no more excuses. There's no, there's this guy here that's in my way or whatever like that. Because Sam Darnold ain't gonna be in your way. So, he's perfect where he's at right now. So, congrats to him, and I hope I wish him nothing but success. I hope he does great in Carolina. I know a lot of Carolina fans, and I wish nothing but the best for him, man. But it's a great pickup, though, for Carolina for the amount that they gave up.
You actually know Panther fans?
Yes, I do.
I know a lot of Panthers.
I got family in North Carolina, so.
Okay, I was just all 6 of them?
He said all 6 of them. What about you, Philly?
I mean, look. I'm not saying I called it, but I called it. And the fact of the matter is, it makes him a great team in Madden. But the other fact of the matter is, he better get that ball to those receivers. Because that was a knock on him in Cleveland, was that he had some challenges getting the balls to the receivers. So, Robbie Anderson, ex-Jet, they're not trying to hear that. You know what I mean? So he's going to have to lock in, and he's going to have to make sure that he gets the ball to the receivers so that they have an opportunity to make plays. And if he doesn't do that, then I think Carolina is going to be trying to take a quarterback in next year's draft.
Definitely. What about my turn, I guess, because I asked everybody. But basically, in my opinion, I feel like it's a great pickup for the Carolina Panthers. They've negated to pick up a quarterback over the years. They went back and got Cam Newton, which was kind of like, okay, let's revisit that situation. But I think I don't think the quarterback really was the problem. I think it was the O-line. So I think if they address the O-line situation, maybe improve it a little bit just to give a quarterback time to make a decision, then I don't know. Last year every game and every quarterback that took snaps under the center in Carolina basically was playing Madden 23 beta when they went on the field because there was no blocking and they had no time to throw the ball and the rush was crazy. So, in my opinion, I think if they get that situated, then they'll be just fine.
You know, I'll take a step further. Like Christian McCaffrey being hurt probably also had a lot to do with them not playing as well because they did start out 3-0. Granted, those were against not good teams, but the minute that Christian McCaffrey went down, it seems like that offense just fell apart. And now I'm not blaming that solely on Christian McCaffrey being hurt because Sam Darnold has to be better. Like Sam Darnold's was just not good, flat out good.
I agree with that.
When has he ever been good?
Exactly. Well, that's my point. Like at the end of the day, like Christian McCaffrey can only cover up for so much. Like I think eventually Sam Darnold was gonna rear his ugly head, like he always does. Like Philly has attested to numerous times about him. Now it's going to be interesting with Baker Mayfield because I do believe Baker's a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. I don't think Baker is as bad as he's been made out to be this year because he's gotten a lot of bad press this last season because of the Odell Beckham situation.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think he's a better quarterback than what we're all making him out to be. I don't think he's going to light the world on fire, but he's a quarterback. Like if I would say he's in the top at the top 20, and I think I'm being generous of quarterbacks in the NFL. Like I think I'm being reasonable when I say that. Like I don't think he's a total bottom feeder quarterback. So like who knows? Maybe Carolina surprises some people with Baker Mayfield. I do agree with Philly. He's going to have to throw those wide receivers because like I don't even know who the tight end for Carolina is off the top of my head. So.
And I see Zilla in the chat saying Darnold needs a run game. He's always needed a run game, and I will agree with that. He's never had a run game behind him.
Agreed.
In any offense he's played in, and Carolina, they're suffering without Christian McCaffrey. We all know that. So we'll see how that all pans out.
You know what? That's always been a primary issue with Carolina is Christian McCaffrey can't stay healthy. If he if Baker gets a running game with Christian McCaffrey, if he gets a full-fledged 100% Christian McCaffrey healthy, he's gonna be solid. I mean, look how solid he looked. You know what I mean? He looked pretty solid. Having a guy like Nick Chubb in the backfield.
Yeah.
So if he can get himself some time, and then on top of that, think about the defense as well too. That Carolina has. They have a slept-on defense.
Yeah, great defense.
Yeah, they got a slept-on defense, man. That they can make a little bit of noise if they get good quarterback play. They can make some noise in the NFC South. They can make some noise in there for sure.
They're gonna have to run the ball though.
Yeah,
definitely.
And it seems like since Christian McCaffrey signed his big extension, like he has not been healthy.
Not at all.
Like, not healthy at all. Like 2020, he was hurt. 2021 last year hurt again. Like, and that's a trend with running backs. Like, it seems like
look at Saquon.
Once a running back gets hurt, they stay getting hurt.
Yep.
Like,
look at Saquon.
Saquon's another one. Like Adrian Peterson's the only guy where like he came back and then rushed for 2,000 yards.
But he's not human.
Yeah,
he's not human.
Yeah.
That man's not human.
And I'm saying Le'Veon Bell just made the second biggest career mistake of his career. Second biggest mistake of his career, taking this boxing match with Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, good luck on that one.
I don't know, man. What if he gets in there and Le'Veon Bell knocks out Adrian Peterson? That'd be like, wow.
I mean, that could happen. It's I've heard more like stories about Adrian Peterson's like physicality, like just shaking people's hands, and how it's like the tightest grip they've ever experienced.
Yeah, that's true. But
so I can only imagine how hard that dude punches.
Nah, yeah, I can imagine too. I'm not gonna even go there. But
where were you going?
Yeah, don't go there. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. I know where he was going.
I'm not going there today. I'm not going there. Stipe know exactly where I'm going.
I know exactly where you're going. Don't even do it.
I'm a bust of you, man. But,
don't even do it.
Want to know?
Nah, I'm not gonna go there. Chat probably know where I was going with it, but I'm not going to go
order at its finest.
But yeah, it should be a great boxing match. But yeah, I think Baker to Carolina is a great fit and a great fresh start that he needs. He can maybe revive refurbish his career to a certain extent. There, I wish him the best.
Everybody wins except the Cleveland Browns, probably.
Yeah.
Basically.
They're probably gonna have to trade for Jimmy G anyway. So we'll see how that turns out.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy
Yeah.
if they have to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen. But we'll see.
They don't even have any draft capital, do they?
No, they don't. They got a conditional 5th or 6th pick for Baker today, which was
Trade that conditional 5th rounder to San Francisco.
So we'll see how that all pans out, man. But moving along, man, we got a lot to talk about. Also, in other news, like I said, we mentioned Le'Veon Bell fighting Adrian Peterson. There's a boxing match that is going to be on pay-per-view. It'll be an undercard to the Nick Young and what's his name?
Jake Paul?
No, the rapper. It's a rapper. He's fighting a rapper.
Nick Young.
I don't even know.
He's fighting Blueface, the rapper Blueface.
Oh my gosh, no,
Yeah.
Skinny Blueface.
Yeah.
I don't even know who
Oh
that is.
my gosh.
Let's not forget Blueface was he could have been a D1 athlete had he not found the rap career.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna knock him, but
Okay.
it's interesting.
He might get knocked.
He
I
might.
don't know.
He won. He's 1-0 in celebrity boxing matches.
Yeah.
So
Can Nick Young even fight?
we don't know. We're gonna find out.
We gonna find out.
NBA players are 1-1 in celebrity boxing matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna find out. And please don't let it be another Nate. Please
No,
no.
not.
Hey man, Darren Williams showed up.
Darren
Just
Williams
saying.
gave Gore a run for his money, man.
Yeah.
He gave Frank Gore a run for his money. He said he should have been a quarterback and not a rapper. Yeah, I'm just saying he was actually a pretty good quarterback when I seen his high school highlights. So he could have been D1 or D2, something like that. But it is what it is. But that's neither here nor there. But if you guys have the money, the fight, I definitely think it's worth watching just to see the Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson fight and Nick Young face off a Blueface just to see how hilarious that's gonna be.
I'm gonna wait.
So we'll see.
I'm gonna wait on.
We'll see. In other news, we got a lot going on this weekend. We got the Madden Underground Pro League registration. It opens up this weekend. So if you guys are interested in joining the Madden Underground Pro League, this is the weekend to sign up. This is not we will not be picking teams this weekend. We'll be signing up. Is where you can register and secure your spot in the 32-man league roster. You don't want to miss out on this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be crazy. The Madden 23 is crazy this year. Franchise mode is the same, but hopefully everything works the way it's supposed to.
Yep.
I know the free agency stuff is a little different, and then we're gonna be doing some things a little different too. At Madden Underground in regards to franchise and things like that. So you guys do not want to miss out on that. We'll be talking about that as well today for those of you that are tuned in for that aspect of the show that are kind of figuring out what's going on with franchise. What are you guys going to be doing with the franchise this year, the leagues this year? And you guys want to find out those things. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll have that later on in the back end of the show. But we're going to talk about this AFC East, man. This is something that we've been talking about getting to. Philly's been eager to talk about it. I've been eager to talk about it. There's only one guy I want to talk about in the AFC East, but it's a lot to talk about in the AFC. A lot to unpack because everybody's saying the Bills are that team to beat, and in my opinion, I don't think so. I mean, like if you're talking about statistically. Yeah, but I'm talking about if you're talking about going into the year, talent-wise, I think that division is full of talent, and anybody could win that division. Maybe not the Patriots, but anybody but the Patriots can win that division. So let's get into it. Since you guys both are shaking your head in unison, who do you guys think the division favorite is in the AFC East?
Let Philly go first.
This is his
That would be
division.
the Buffalo Bills, Brian James.
And
Without question.
Why is that?
Well,
Please
I mean,
elaborate.
a couple of reasons. Number one, they know who they are. They had a hell of a game against the Chiefs. They've added Von Miller to enhance their pass rush. They rotate their players, and they drafted some talent on offense and defense. And so they've gotten faster on both sides of the ball. They can go inside and out with their running backs now. They got more speed at corner. Like I said, their pass rush is improved. and they got a chip on their shoulder. So I just don't see how any of the other teams in the AFC East are going to be able to match up with them. Buffalo.
Okay. What about you, B-Guard?
Too. I think Buffalo is by far and away the best team in that division. Like, they're the only team in that division we don't really have a lot of questions about. Like, with the Patriots, we don't know how good they're going to be. It seems like they did almost nothing to improve. Their draft was strange. They lost some pieces on defense, lost pieces on offense, traded away Shaq Mason, like all that. The Dolphins, yes, they loaded up on the receiving core, and they got a new running back, and they got a new tackle.
That sounds like
we
a lot.
still have their
Sounds
defense
like
is
a lot.
great. Yeah, their defense is great, but we still have questions about their quarterback. And I don't care what kind of team you have. If your quarterback is bad, you're not going to win. And then we got the Jets. The Jets, they're still young. We still don't. The jury's still out on Zach Wilson. The defense, I think, is going to be better. They're super young on offense. It's just there's too many questions about the other teams. Where the Bills were 13 seconds away from potentially going to a Super Bowl. Like, I believe they would have beaten the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC title game had it not been for Patrick Mahomes going down, getting a field goal in 13 seconds. So, to me, like, this is pretty cut and dry. It's the Bill. I think the Bills are probably my Super Bowl favorite coming out of the AFC. Wow. That's just my opinion.
Wow. Okay. Well, what about Snipes? Tell us why you taking the Bills. I ain't gonna ask you who you taking. You got the hat on. Tell us why you taking the Bills.
Nah, I mean, without question, it's the Bills, man. Without question, it's the Bills. B-Gar said it perfect when he talked about the Jets. The Jets are young. I'm not saying that they're bad. They're just young right now. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you talk about any teams right now, it's gonna be, as far as young teams, the Jets are super young. So I give them a little bit of time, and I think they're gonna be. I actually think they're gonna be a very good team. And I'm very intrigued to see, how their rookies are gonna play this year, and see how they kind of build into the NFL game a little bit. So I'm really intrigued to see that. The Patriots. I have questions on the Patriots right now. As far as it sounds crazy, I have questions on the Patriots right now about the coaching. And what I mean by that is this. Remember the days of Andy Reid when he was with the Eagles? And the Eagles were winning, going to the playoffs all the time, everything else. Eventually, it didn't make a difference. The owner came and said they need a new voice. When is that time coming for Bill Belichick? I'm real curious to know that.
I think the difference between the Andy Reid situation and Bill Belichick is Bill Belichick has 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
I get that. I totally get that.
I think he leaves whenever he's good and ready to leave. With Andy Reid we got one NFC title, right, out of years with him, and then it all fell apart at the end. It hasn't fallen apart yet for the Patriots.
But that's my thing right there. I feel like, just like you said, where you stated that they didn't do anything to get better. They really didn't. They didn't do anything to get better. So I don't think they're going to be. I personally think they're going to have the same record they had last year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or worse, because of how good this team, how good the Bills are. And then also, and let's not get it twisted, the Jets play everybody in this division solid, regardless if they win or lose. They play everybody very well in this division. They could come out with a win. You know what I mean? They play everybody very well. So I think at the end of the day, with the Patriots, to me, that's pretty much the main question that I would have. Is when is that time going to come with them, because they're not doing anything to get any better. Miami, go ahead.
I question Bill Belichick, the GM. I don't question Bill Belichick, the coach.
They can't let him be a GM. You know what I mean? But the thing is, because of the fact he's got 5 Super Bowls, they're gonna allow him to do what he wants to do.
It's worked.
You
Like
know,
the thing is, he's been a GM for a while now, and
right.
with him, they've won Super Bowls with him as the GM. So it's like he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's looking at the talent. It may not be the talent that we probably jumped out at us, but he knows what's going to work in his system.
But you know what? Let's tackle the elephant in the room in that situation with the Patriots. You don't have Tom Brady anymore, okay? You don't have the GOAT anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And now that you don't have the GOAT, you're looking a little sus. In my opinion,
they went to the playoffs with a rookie.
You went to the playoffs. Okay, cool, no problem. You went to the playoffs. There's a lot of teams that go to the playoffs and they don't do nothing. But he just looks like it's like that cape is gone. Yeah, you make it to the playoffs, but the cape is gone now. Nobody's scared of you anymore. You know, Tom Terrific ain't there no more. They're not scared of the Patriots anymore. That was the thing in the past. These AFC teams, they were scared of the Patriots.
Yeah.
They're not scared of the Patriots anymore.
I agree with
you know what I'm saying? They're definitely not scared of the Patriots. Miami is plain and simple. It's questions about Tua. You know what I mean? What's Tua gonna do? You know what I mean? Yeah, you got Tyreek Hill, big whoop-de-doo. If he can't get the ball if Tua can't get the ball to him, what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any difference at all. You know, Miami's a young team too.
Okay.
But Buffalo, I mean, every piece on Buffalo is solid. Every single piece, man. And they added to it. I mean, they came, you know, just like they said, they came this close to beating the Chiefs. This close. You know what I mean? And it took a crazy play by Tyreek Hill to help them, to catapult them to win that game. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, at the end of the day, the Bills, realistically, they should run the floor with this division. They should run the floor with it. That's my opinion.
I don't know.
I gotta say this because they started bringing up the Patriots and the Eagles, and the common thread between the two of those teams is that the Eagles, they didn't get the talent that they needed. They were getting to the mountaintop. They weren't getting over the hump. And when they got an old Terrell Owens, they were able to go to the bowl. And we know the drama between Bill Belichick, film practices and whatnot. However, I will say this. The Jets, we all know their schedule is brutal. We know their first 8 games means it's highly likely that they're not going to be going to the playoffs. But I will say this about the Patriots. Because they haven't been able to get the talent that they need, they did get a deep threat this year. They did draft that. They did get a deep threat. And we know that they've had challenges at receiver and at running back. So I understand about Tom Terrific not being there. But this is also the same team that made Jimmy Garoppolo worth probably more than what he was. And I do agree with B-Guard. The coach, Bill Belichick, the coach, right? He can only do so much. He gets rid of players early. They're not the top tier team right now, but it's going to be a dogfight for the Patriots and the Dolphins, who have to develop the chemistry. And then the Jets next year, I think the Jets, they'll probably get a better schedule. They will have gotten their ass kicked enough this year that they will be ready to turn the corner. So, you know, it's got to be the Bills because their window is closing, and they built their team for this moment.
Yeah, they're win now. They're a win now team.
Yeah, if it doesn't happen this year,
it's going to be tough.
Be wholesale change. Yeah, and plus they lost their coach to you. You know, their OC went to the Giants. So
yeah,
you know, it's going to be a challenge. But like I said, I think with the Patriots, and I love Patriot bashing every chance I get. But they just haven't had an opportunity to collect the talent because they were so busy winning Super Bowls.
Okay. Well,
B. James, what you got to say, B. James? Because I hear you.
Tell us why the Bills are not the favorites.
Yes, please.
Okay, the Bills should be the favorite. I'll go on record and say that they should be the favorite. But what I'm going to say is that the rest of the division is catching up. That's how I feel, in my opinion. I know that everybody's talking about quarterback play and this and that, and this and this and that. And that's all predicated on the success of the O-line and the schemes that teams are putting together. That's just my opinion about it. So if the O-line is doing what they're supposed to do and the quarterback has time to get the ball off, then that breeds success for the quarterback and the team. you know. And I think of all those teams, the Patriots have the best O-line of all those teams. They still have, in my opinion, they still have the best O-line. And then you're giving weapons to a sophomore quarterback now, a guy that took his team to the playoffs in the rookie year. They have weapons now. They got faster running backs. They got faster defenders. They got a plethora of tight ends. They got a solid defense, linebackers, edge rushers, secondary components. You know, I think the Patriots may be back next year. That's just my opinion. I think it may be the Patriots division again next year. You guys don't believe
next year, this year coming up, next year?
This year coming up. I think it may be the Patriots division again.
Not gonna happen. The only way that happens is if you get a season-ending injury from Josh Allen.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean?
In my opinion, you got to think about something that won't. There's an aspect and element that won't be there this year for the Bills. That is Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley is not there. That was your safety blanket majority of the season last year. Year before that as well.
No, but he got injured. He got injured. And they still did. He got injured. They still did work.
You also had that other receiver from the Broncos. I can't think of his name. He used to be on the Broncos. What's his name? B-guard, the other receiver. Used to be on the Broncos.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
He's not there. He's no longer there either.
Right.
So
right.
I'm just saying you gotta. There are a lot of key components. They lost.
The guy who had the biggest game in that Chiefs game was Gabriel Davis. And
Gabriel Davis.
Gabriel Davis was a highly touted receiver.
He's definitely skyrocketed now. Like he's a guy that he built his game up now. So okay, you get rid of Emmanuel Sanders or you get rid of Cole Beasley. Mm-hmm. Now Gabriel can really step up now and he's shown that he could do it.
He's shown that he could do it.
They also signed secondary. They also signed O.J. Howard. Who? Yep. I mean, he's a decent tight end. I don't think he's a bad tight end.
But they're gonna run a 2 tight end set. They could run 2 tight end sets just like the Pats do. Yep. You know what I mean? And then obviously you got a guy like Josh Allen. I mean across the board, man. I don't think they're gonna lose a step. I don't think they're gonna lose a step.
I think they're gonna get out schemed this year. I think Bill Belichick has enough tape to assess and put something together to beat them this year.
Okay.
Hey man, just because you have tape don't mean you got the talent to do it.
Hey, I think they got the talent. I don't think the talent of the Buffalo Bills is that much better than the Patriots, in my opinion. What's outside of the quarterback? What's that much better than
the receivers? The secondary,
the Diggs. I don't think the secondary is that much better.
Nah, secondary is way better.
Secondary. Name a guy on the Patriots secondary.
McCourty.
Okay.
You know what, B-Guard? You're supposed to be the statistician. Would you please? I've been trying to tell Brian for the last couple of
you know what? I mean, you got safety position.
Poyer
safety position.
And Hyde.
Safety position. Hyde and what you call it. I mean, come on.
You got Tre'Davious White.
You got
linebackers.
You got Duggar. You got McCourty. I'm cool with them. I'm actually cool with them. So
Bills were the number 1 defense. I've been telling you, and they're young too. You keep talking about them like they're aging out. I'm just saying that their window.
Now the Bills are a young team, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that their window is closing because the Jets and the Dolphins and the Patriots are coming up, and so it's going to be a battle.
Buffalo gave up less yards than the Patriots.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, that's all we got to go on is last year, and the Patriots got worse on defense.
I don't think they got worse on defense.
They did.
How?
I asked you to name me who's on their secondary. The only guy you could give me was McCourty.
I said Kyle Duggar too. I said we got
okay.
Mills,
I would rather have Hyde and Poyer than those two.
I don't know. They're old, man.
And then who's at their corner? They got nobody. They lost all their corners outside of Jonathan Jones.
They got Jonathan Jones. They brought back
and he was he was their third best corner.
They brought back
going into that year.
They brought back Malcolm Butler. They got Mills.
Malcolm Butler. That's another one that's getting old. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's why you somebody's getting old.
I don't know, man. Y'all, the Bills just picked up old Von Miller.
But did we see what old Von Miller still did last year?
What did
Von
he do?
Miller helped win a Super Bowl.
Von Miller was terrible against. He was a liability against the run for the Rams. They didn't even have him in run situations.
Third down specialist. He's going.
That's what they bought him there for. To be honest with
yes.
you,
He doesn't have Aaron Donald anymore. Like he had him and Leonard Floyd had free rushes to the quarterback because of Aaron Donald. And company.
Okay, but the Bills were the number one defense.
I don't understand why people sleep on Terrell Edmonds so much too. Like he's a solid defensive player. He's a really good player.
Edmonds is great.
Yeah,
but
last year in the wild card round. Last year in the wild card round,
greater necessity than Von Miller is right now for the Bills.
Like the Bills destroyed the Patriots in the wild card round, and we don't think the Patriots got better
as they should have. I think the Patriots got way better in my opinion. They got Devontae Parker. They got
Devontae Parker can't stay healthy.
It doesn't. Well, how can you stay healthy if you're the only guy catching passes in Miami?
He was there with Jarvis Landry. Landry was getting 160 catches for 900 yards.
He was the guy going across the middle, taking the brunt of the hits and all that stuff because he had the size.
You're going to end up doing the same thing in New England. Going across the middle, taking hits.
New England, I want to talk about this guy that New England has because this is the guy I want to see. I'm eager to see. And I know from a Madden perspective, this might be a game changer for people picking New England because they lack speed over the years, right? And that's Tyquan Thornton, right? I think he's a game changer. As you guys can see on the screen right now, the dude's explosive. He's fast. He can go 0 to 60 real fast. He ran a 4.26 at the combine?
Yeah.
He had the fastest 40 time at the combine. So that means, you know what that means, right? That was like Henry Ruggs speed. He's going to be between 98 and 99 speed. You know, so I don't know. I think that's a game changer. And Regard, you talked about this guy this year. You talked about how explosive this guy can be in an offense in Madden. So from a Madden perspective, let me ask you guys this. Do you feel that the Bills is the best team in that division on Madden?
From a Madden perspective, no.
I would say the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins.
It's got to be.
I go Dolphins. As far as Madden is concerned, I go Dolphins.
Dolphins. You can't getting 299 speed receivers plus Mostert. I mean, like
we all been here for how many years playing Madden? We know speed is
it's a big deal. Speed kills.
It's a big deal. Yeah, speed's a big deal.
You got
all that speed Miami has.
97, 96. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's like out the backfield. You got 96 speed coming out the backfield, bro. You got 99 on the outside.
Plus that defense ain't bad.
The defense is crazy, and that's what I was trying to tell Philly guy. I said this Dolphin defense.
Wait, what?
It's extraordinary.
The players.
How did I get brought into this, man? You didn't even talk about this.
The other day.
What are you talking about?
We had this conversation about the Dolphins, and you were talking about defense was amazing. And you were like, "Oh, no, the Bills."
I was about to say, like, I was about to say, you gaslighting Philly?
Yeah, I'm
trying to figure out what is happening because I'm the one. And B-Guard, you remember this when I asked you to play with the Jets. I said play against the Dolphins. Did I not?
Yeah.
I kept talking about the Dolphins. I kept talking about them having Jalen Phillips and Agba and the pressure that they were getting and having the secondary. I talked about their greatness.
This Dolphins team is crazy. And I don't think I think people are talking about them from an offensive perspective, but defensively, they're fast in the linebacking. The linebacking core is fast. The secondary is fast. The D line gets off the ball quick, and they have great edge rushers with speed. Strong, stout D tackles that can stop the run, clog up the run, and make plays in the pass and things like that. So I think in my opinion, Madden wise, this team is could be way more special long term wise than the Bills could ever be in Madden. Especially from a franchise perspective. I would go for the Dolphins over the Bills.
The problem with the Bills is they're slow. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're slow. Like, that's their problem.
Yeah.
But they have Josh Allen. It's like, do you want the speed with not a great quarterback, or do you want the quarterback with not a lot of speed?
Right. And I think that alone right there, as far as Madden, from a Madden perspective, the Bills are a great team, but they don't have that. They do not have that speed out there at all. Now you're gonna have to dip and dump down the field with the Bills.
Wait,
You're gonna have to.
What?
You're gonna have to dip and dump down the field with the
okay.
Bills.
Let me tell you something.
You're gonna have to dip and dump down the field with them.
There are. Okay, you have Diggs, right? Diggs may not be the
Yeah.
fast receiver on the game.
Yeah, route
Diggs
runner.
get
You're right.
open.
He get open. Yeah, he get open.
He gets open.
But he don't got breakaway. He doesn't have that breakaway.
I've seen Diggs get loose. I've seen him get nasty.
Yeah,
with a couple guys.
like you're not gonna put him in Madden and just say go on a streak and he's just gonna get open.
No, exactly.
He'll,
Right.
But he'll beat his man. Like
Right. The Dolphins have two guys.
Yeah.
That you could just throw them on a streak, and if you don't got a safety up top, you're done.
The Dolphins are.
You know what I mean?
The Dolphins are going to be a huge inconvenience for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Madden.
As long as people know how to use them.
Yeah, and like I see Zilla in the chat saying Diggs' ability makes him better than a lot of receivers in the game, which is true because he gets open. He's one of those guys.
He gets open.
That
Yeah.
just gets open.
He gets open. Yeah.
He gets the separation that you would want out of a receiver. Just out of a receiver, period. I think, in my opinion, I think the game changer for the Bills on offense is actually going to be Jamison Crowder. So, in that slot position, in real life, that's from a real life perspective. I know in Madden last year he had an ability to start the year. They took it away from him, but I doubt they give it to him in the game. But he's actually a great route runner as well, as Philly knows.
You talked about Cole Beasley being gone. That's your replacement.
Yeah, I just forgot about that too. Jamison Crowder is I would take Jamison Crowder over Cole Beasley every day.
All day.
Every day of the week. Because not because he's just that much better, but just because Cole Beasley's slower and old, But I think Jamison Crowder is a great addition. But if you had to rate them from a Madden perspective, 1 to 4, what's your order? You going in, B-Guard?
Dolphins 1.
Mm-hmm.
Madden wise, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, this one's tough.
It's tough, right?
It's so tough. I might go Jets number 2.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Bills 3, Pats 4.
There it is.
What about you, Philly?
Miami first.
Uh-huh.
I'm going Bills second. Jets third, and then Patriots fourth.
Okay, I see. Let's go to the chats. I see Dime saying Miami, Bills. He said Miami versus Bills. Hill one.
I think he's ranking the receivers there.
He's right. Yeah, he's ranking the receivers. Yeah, he's ranking the receivers.
Post the teams in that division in the order that you think they should go in your opinion.
Yeah, I think it's Dolphin.
I'm gonna go Dolphins, Bills, Jets, then Patriots. That's just me. Period. I don't think the Patriots are bad at all. Like I said, they're going to have a receiver with 98 plus speed.
That's a lonely dude, man. That's a lonely dude.
You got Devontae Parker. You got a lot of trade assets too because you got 2 quality tight ends. You got Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. That's you have a great offensive line. You also have a running back that ran a 4.3, I think a 4.31 or 4.31 coming out of North Dakota. Amazing. You know what I mean? So that's another key component nobody's talking about. There's going to be a 95 speed back. 95 between 95 and 96 speed back.
Probably gonna have like 7 carry though.
Probably no. He'll probably have like 35 carry. But he's gonna be blazing fast. He'll be equivalent to what's the Vikings running back? I can't think of his.
Dalvin Cook?
No, not that guy.
No, I know who you're
talking
about,
right?
Kene
in
Nigerian.
Yeah, he's like a Nigerian guy.
Talking about Wangu?
Yeah,
that's the guy. That's the guy.
Yeah.
He's basically gonna have that kind of speed coming out the backfield, and he's shifty and things like that. So he should have good change of direction and good catching. So, I look forward to seeing how I'm eager to see the Patriots ratings because of those 2 guys alone. But yeah, I would go like I said, Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots.
Yeah, I'd go Phil's. I go Finns, and then I go Jets second. And if we talk about just Madden, I'd go Jets second, Bills third, Patriots last.
Yeah.
Like if we're playing a CFM, I'm taking the Jets before I take the Bills. just because there's so much youth there, and I
Yeah,
can
it's so
build
much,
that.
definitely a youth movement.
That's the biggest thing with the Jets, yeah. And Philly, I know you don't want to. You don't want to keep bringing this up there. I know it is.
Look, hey, it don't
No,
bother
the
me.
jig is
It don't
up.
bother me.
The jig is
This is
up.
like the Brett Favre years. This is like the Brett Favre
The
years.
jig is up.
You know, or when the Jets was going to the AFC Championship, and then
Oh,
all of a
man.
sudden everybody want to play with the Jets. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, Snipes. That's what you
I
want.
feel you. I feel
That's
you.
what you want.
Madden
Okay.
hit different when your team's usable, man. Like,
Right.
It does. It does. It really does.
Definitely.
Yes.
So I want to make sure I go over the league stuff for the guys here from the league that are actually trying to find out what's going on with the leagues and things like that. I have some information for you guys that I want to share with you. Let me get it for you real quick.
yeah, as we're waiting, what division we doing next week?
Oh, we're doing the NFC South. That's gonna be fun.
You.
A lot of fun on that one.
Yeah.
Both the South divisions are kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Baker Mayfield just got traded.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, sure, but I mean,
We just
all right.
talked about that
That's true.
in
That's
the
okay.
opening.
Like, all right, but
Okay.
Madden.
I will
Madden.
say they aren't they aren't the AFC South. They're not a team full of bottom feeders. They're just
No.
a
They're
team
actually
full-
Wow.
a division full of mids.
I actually
A division
think-
full of mids.
Wow.
I think them moving Taysom Hill to tight end in Madden is glitchy. The 90 speed, the
Good,
hands.
because he can't play quarterback.
He definitely can't play quarterback. But them moving them to tight end, I think that's glitchy. I had tons of fun playing with the Saints in the beta. But yeah, okay. So here's a bit of information for you guys that are looking for information in regards to Madden 23 and Madden Underground and the league stuff. Okay, so registration will be opening Saturday at 9 a.m. That is 9 a.m. Pacific. That is noon Eastern. So you'll be able to register and join the league as early as 9 a.m. on Saturday. This Saturday.
11 Central,
11 Central. If you
10
No-
Mountain
Nobody-
Time,
It is not a
Nobody
team
cares.
pick.
Nobody cares
3
about Central
o'clock
Time, bro.
Hawaii time.
Nobody cares about Central Time.
yeah, so if that applies to you, we're giving you information now so you guys know what to do. But yeah, 9 a.m. Pacific. That is 12 o'clock Eastern and whatever B-Gar said for them other places. Sort it out. This is for Xbox and PS5. There will be a blog. I'll actually be dropping a link in the Discord for those of you that are in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, it will be on the front page of the website. It will say Madden Underground Pro League registration, and it will be under the community section. So if you go there, you'll be able to see what's going on. It's the community section on the front page. Go down, and then right there, it'll be right there on the front page. It'll be Xbox, Series X, PS5. Pick which console you play on. You sign up. Also, another thing that you guys should know. The registration is $100. That secures your spot. And then there will be an additional team fee. That team fee could range from $125 to $25, depending on what team you wish to choose or purchase. So if that sounds like something that you're definitely interested in, which I would assume you'll be, given that we're gonna have a $1,400 prize pool this season, opposed to the $1,300 prize pool we had last season. So if you win the bowl, last year you got $600. This year you will be collecting $700. That'll be $300 to the runner-up, $100 for the conference championship losers, and $25 to the division winners. So if you're a division winner and you still win in the playoffs as well, that's even more bread for you.
Brian James, that sounds like a lot of money for registration. How much of that money goes into the pockets of the men on the podcast? Please explain.
None of that goes to us. If you calculate it, it's kind of self-explanatory.
Zero.
Yeah, zero. So we don't get we not one of those.
And I'm
groups.
upset about it.
Yeah, because B guards be like, yo, we should be pocketing some of this, you know. But nah,
Yeah, right.
You know, but instantly, and like I said, after once we decide a winner for the Super Bowl and things like that, payouts are always instant, right away payouts and things like that. Also, this year there will be no lottery, so teams will be available in the team store, and that is August 20th for Xbox, August 21st for PS5. So that means that on that particular day, there will be a date and time set once we have.
That's a Saturday. Am I not correct?
It's a Saturday for Xbox and a Sunday for PS5.
Okay, because that's actually the Friday's the official launch day for Madden. August 19th is the official regular launch day for Madden 23.
Yeah.
So the day after,
yes,
is when you can purchase your teams.
So that you have, and that gives you a little bit over a month from the day of registration to come up with the money to purchase your team as well. So, and the thing about it is, the store opens, the link drops, and it's brawl for it all. It's every man for himself. So it's basically if you whatever team you want, get there. And if you go there to buy your team and it's saying, oh, you can't purchase it, that means the team has already been purchased. You need to go find another team.
And you better find them quick. Find them quick.
What time is this? What time is this?
We haven't set a time yet. There's just a date. So we'll have a time set specifically as we get closer to the date. Once we get the 32 men in the league. Once those guys are set, then we'll announce the time. You guys know the date though. Just mark that date on your calendar, and we'll have a time that's suitable for everybody. We actually may vote on the time.
I will say this as a tech guy. Okay, as a tech guy here, I will recommend everybody here use your computer to make your purchase. Do not use your phone. Do not use your tablet. I would say use your computer. That's going to be your fastest way to make your purchase.
Yeah,
I have spoken.
Okay, so yeah, that's that. Whatever you want to recommend, we would like whatever you want to do, whatever you think is best for you. Make sure you have that set and ready to go on that particular day. When you click on the link, we'll give the link to everybody. When it goes on sale in the Discord, everybody will be able to rush to it, get there, and try to figure out what team they want to grab. And if you grab the team that you want, kudos to you. If you get there and your team is taken, find you another team. If you're one of those guys that I only play with the Cardinals, I only play with the Buccaneers, this ain't the year. You know, you might want to go find you a couple of maybe 3 or 4 teams to play with. You know, and things like that. We'll have the tiers for you. Actually, we have the tiers for you guys right now. So this is the tiers that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got the tiers ready for them. So here, these are the tiers. These are the way the tiers are broken down. These things the tiers are broken down based on salary cap, age, and quarterbacks. So basically, all the teams up here at the top have great quarterbacks. The teams at tier 2, which is the $100 teams, they have great quarterbacks, but some of them aren't in that threshold of the greater quarterbacks. Tier 3 are still great teams. Tier 4 teams that don't really have the best of the best quarterbacks, but they still are solid teams. And then tier 5 is the teams that you're gonna need some work on. Those are the $25 teams. So if this is how it's going to be panned out, all quarterbacks will have X factor. So every quarterback in the league will have the X factor development trait to start. So if you guys have any issues with that, I don't know what else to tell you. But every quarterback will start with the X factor development trait. So last year all the guys that were crying like, oh, I didn't have an X factor quarterback, blah blah blah. You got no excuse this year. So if you losing, if you losing, and you got to learn how to develop your quarterbacks, learn how to develop them, do what's necessary, do your homework on franchise and things like that. What are you about to say, B-Guard?
I just wanted to add to your point. Like, just because you're getting an X factor doesn't mean they're going to be boosted.
No,
they're going to start with an X factor. It is up to you to get them up to those thresholds. Like, if your quarterback starts at 77, just because we put an X factor on him doesn't mean he's going to go all the way up to like 85.
Yeah,
you have to grind him from 77 up to those thresholds. We're not like we're giving everybody this head start. We're not going to put everybody at the same playing level.
Yeah. So it's like you're still gonna have to do the work to get your player to the threshold to get the abilities that you want. But we won't handicap you by not allowing your quarterback, because we're only playing 4 seasons to start. So if this your payments cover you for all 4 seasons and things like that, and the prize pool will be $1,400 in all 4 of those seasons. So with that being said, do your homework on your teams, do your homework on your quarterbacks, do your homework on everything that you need to do. You'll have plenty of time because you got early release, the ratings will be out. You got all that stuff before we even pick teams. So by the time we get to picking teams, you should know, you should have a list of 5 teams that you may possibly want. This is franchise. This is not MUT. If you want to play MUT,
I was just about to tell you. Tell them
the
now,
thing.
B. Tell them now.
I'm telling you now. This is franchise mode. This is not MUT. If you're looking for a MUT league, go sign up for a MUT league. Or play in our MUT fast money tournaments. There'll be MUT tournaments. So if you want to play MUT, sign up for our fast money tournaments. If you're looking for that franchise experience, then here it is. But we're not gonna compromise the two, trying to make one the other one and one the other one. We're not gonna try to make MUT franchise. We're not gonna try to make franchise MUT. So we're just gonna keep them what they are. And if you guys want to, if you down with that, lock in, sign up. If you're not, then hey, best of luck to you finding a league that suits your needs. But definitely, we will not be boosting quarterbacks up and things like that. We will not be boosting any players up for that matter. All we will be doing was assigning. You'll be able to pick the quarterback you want to have on your team at the beginning of the year to have the X Factor development trait. And once we do that, that will be the only development trait upgrade or change that we do, and we'll go from there. You have to build and develop your team. So make sure you guys are quite aware of that and things like that. If you want to go to the website now, and you can go to the league. All the things I'm talking about now is in the league section right now. If you go to the league on MaddenUnderground.com, as you can see right here. Maybe it's not there. Oh, it is there. So there. This is what you'll see when you go to the league. It'll have all the information that I just disclosed to you guys. It's all right here. You can see it again anytime you want to go see it. If you have questions, feel free to inbox me or anything like that. And also at the bottom on this page, there's a rules section. If you want to go to the rules section and better understand what you need to know about the rules and things like that as far as development traits go. Are there any loopholes? No, there are no loopholes, and things like that. So guys that are looking for loopholes to try to, finesse and things like that, nah, everybody's starting off with an X Factor quarterback, and I wish you guys the best, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great year. The game is actually great this year. It actually has some form of a skill gap, and if you're a good player, you can beat teams this year, in my opinion. I feel it's not like last year. Like last year, if you just didn't have a chance certain times. But this year, I feel like you can do work, and that's with or without an X Factor quarterback. If you got the skills and the stick work to hold your own. But I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, I want this team, I want that team. Make sure you do your homework. And you can. Everybody got the same opportunities and same chance of getting a team. You just, like I said, we'll drop the link in the Discord, and you go get it. Make sure you guys are in that Discord at that particular time when we set the time, and we'll send out a text message. Those of you that got the text messages today, we'll send out text messages to you guys or inbox you guys and remind you guys of what's going on. And then there's also an announcement section too that we will also be posting in, and make sure you guys keep your notifications on for that in the Discord once you guys join the league. So again, Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, we will open up registration. This is just to secure your spot in the league. This is not to pick your team. On August 20th and 21st. 21st if you're on PS5, 20th if you're on Xbox Series X and S. Again, make sure you guys sign up. And on those days, on the 20th and 21st of August, Xbox and PS5 will begin selecting teams or purchasing their teams. And it is first come, first serve in that sense, because it's buy one. You buy it, and if somebody else tries to buy that team, it won't even be available for them to purchase. So you want to get there and get the team you want quickly and fast. And like Snipe said, whatever browser, check your internet speed, make sure everything is going, because you don't want to be a guy like, dang, I guess I'll go ahead and get this old Detroit Lions team, or and I think the Jets is a steal. Like I think the Jets are a steal. Like B-Guard, am I lying? The Jets are a steal, and I think a lot of teams, there's a couple teams in certain tiers that are steals for the tiers that they are in. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so if you don't necessarily have to get one of those top tier teams, leave those top tier teams for the guys that really need that team. If you feel you don't need those guys that type of team to win, but get what you can afford, and like I said, I wish everybody the best, and I think it'll probably be the most fun we've had in franchise this year, because the game is actually a quality a game from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I feel like the franchise, like, we don't need to update it to make it make the features come in. Like, it feels
Yeah.
like all the features are there.
Yeah.
Instead of, okay, well, we're waiting on this update, and whenever it drops, and then it's delayed another month. Like
Yeah.
like the whole fiasco we had for
Last
Madden
year.
22, which it ended up being a disappointment. And I actually like the old scouting system better, but still, like.
Yeah.
It's such an inconvenience when it's something like that and we're just waiting on that. Then it
Yep.
turns out, all right, we got to wait another month because they don't have it right yet.
And I know a lot of people were asking me when will the season actually start. The season will start on September 17th. That is after the final roster update. You know, once they do the final roster update, that's just an estimated time when the final rosters come out. You know, the week 1 rosters come out and things like that. That'll be the time when we start sending out the invites and everybody's able to play and start, you know, scheduling games and things like that. So, like I said, again, I wish you all the best. And we'll see how that all pans out. And that's our show for today, man. If you guys need to this will be stored on our Twitch. So if you need this as a reference to go get information, or you can always go to the website and to the league section. It's updated. So you guys can all have that information as well. Go ahead and
Spotify.
Oh yeah. Oh, and we're on Spotify too. So we're on Spotify and we're on Apple Podcasts, and we'll probably be on every other outlet by this weekend. So make sure you guys, whatever you listen to the podcast on, we'll be on all those outlets, and you can catch us talking about what we talked about here every week in your car. You know, so bump us in the car, man. We want to see hear how we sound on that sound system in your car. You know what I'm saying? So you got an opportunity, check us out. But we'll see you guys next week, and we thank you all for tuning in. And we out of here.